All right, Sooner Nation, we are back today with another interview on the books. We have Reggie Pearson Jr. with us. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing good. It's the Sunday after my Chiefs won the Super Bowl, so I've got my shirt in. I got it in today just in time, but can't complain too much.
Good to hear, man.
Yeah. So, hey, let's just start it off. We like to start off these interviews a little fun, ask some fun questions, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. Normally, I'd ask you about pineapples on pizza, but today we're going to ask you if you could turn into any animal, what would it be?
Any animal, what would it be? Hmm. Eagle. Easy. That's like I would say eagle just for the simple fact of like it's probably the main predator that's in the sky, and then like everything works its way down. Like you don't have to really be too like stuck in like with lions and things like that. You got your own little soaring world at the top.
Yeah, and eagles, they're even a predator. I would even say an apex predator for a lot of things on the ground because when you think about how big, I don't think people realize how big eagles actually are because
They're
you
ginormous.
don't see them. So like when you think about like my dog, I'm sure you'll see him eventually. Like an eagle probably could pick up my dog and take him away. That's
No,
just
literally.
yeah.
They're like the size of a toddler. It's crazy.
Yeah, no. And they're so rare. You don't see them ever.
Right. Right.
Yeah, they're insane. But yeah, hey Reggie, go ahead and tell us just a little bit more about yourself, right? Where did you grow up? Give us a little bit more about your family. Maybe even tell us about this. It looks like you're engaged from some pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so give us a little bit more insight into all that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm from Detroit, Southwest Detroit. Um, just growing up with both my parents is definitely been a blessing. And not only my parents, I am one of 8 siblings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's 8 of us total. We're scattered everywhere pretty much, but I was thankfully and blessed to grow up to know them and kind of get that experience of a big family and things like that. So it's definitely been a hell of a ride doing that and enjoying every bit of being successful and having a good support system and family to back that up.
Yeah, now are all 8 of your siblings are they all athletic? Like do they all play sports or is it pretty much just you?
For the most part, they don't play sports anymore, but yeah, for the most part, my dad kind of had us uh, in deep into sports and things like that. Pretty much all the boys play football. Um, the girls either play basketball or ran track. So it's definitely been kind of a crazy thing to see, like me being the youngest and being,
Okay,
uh,
did it kick
all
you
right.
off?
Yeah, it kind of internet kind of went down.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Because I have it set up to locally record, so sometimes people will like kind of pause on my side, but they're still talking, so it's still recording. But it's okay. We
Yeah,
can
no,
just pick it back up.
for sure.
Yeah. So I guess the question that all Sooner fans really want to know here: have you apologized to Dylan Gabriel for rocking his world in that Texas Tech versus Oklahoma game?
Yeah, no, for sure. It kind of, I wouldn't say it was more of an apology or anything like that. It was more of like him accepting what happened and also just me accepting that now we're like teammates. And it definitely just like from that, it was never no beef or anything like that. It kind of made it easier for our relationship to kind of kick off and things like that. So it's definitely cool to be able to experience uh, the other side of what happened.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Watching that hit happen, I was just like, at some on one part I'm mad. I'm like, okay. But on the other side, I'm like, that was an incredible hit. So it's like, it was. I will say, sitting on my couch watching it, it was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, no, and I let up a little bit too. I kind of been through my fair share of targetings and things like that. So I was definitely not trying to let that happen in like an important game like that.
Yeah, so I mean, talking about that game, I mean, you kind of had a field view. Did the Zach Schmidt field goal look good, or did it look no good to you? Because I know there was a lot of controversy on TV. It looked good, but you heard from some people on the field say it didn't look good. Some said it did. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no. So a lot of people think like if the ball goes over the goalpost, like it's a make, but like from the field perspective, like it's on like the outside of like the goalpost almost. So yeah, nah, it's definitely a miss. It's cool.
All right. Well, talking about the transfer portal a little bit, because you're coming from Texas Tech and you also spent some time at Wisconsin, but what led you to enter the transfer portal from Texas Tech and ultimately pick Oklahoma?
Yeah. Hmm. That's a good. It's like it's a easy question, but it's like a lot that like involves with it. I would say I got in a portal just because initially I was planning on going. So like after a season, I usually have talks with my dad and things like that to kind of get a consensus of the year and kind of like what holds in my future and things like that. So I was planning on going back home and playing for Michigan State, but ended up getting a call from here and had some ties here and some good relationships here, and definitely wanted to kind of seize that opportunity of playing for a program like this, a top tier program like this is definitely a blessing to be able to look back on their history and see the success that Coach Venables brought here in his past years and things like that, and what's ahead of us now. So it was kind of an easy decision for me out of the schools that I did have, and I had some pretty good schools, but like it's kind of hard just to pass up like a university like this and a head coach like that with some good coaching supporting him. So it definitely played an easy part of even getting to know Coach Venables and his defense and just the mind that he carried.
And I love that because you're getting an opportunity to come to a program where, listen, we don't go 6-7 very often. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know, the last time we went and had a losing season, it was 1998, so it's been a while. You're getting to come into a program and really try to help lay the foundational work for the younger guys that are coming in this class and in the next class. You guys get to help reset that standard, and maybe even live to the standard that we had before this. So, yeah, that's awesome. Now, playing for Venables, have they kind of talked about how they plan to use you in this Oklahoma defense at all?
yeah, not completely, of course, but I definitely came here to play uh, primarily free safety and just being in the back end and things like that. But I also just getting the opportunity to play multiple positions, like playing like the cheetah position that who played in that?
You had Deshaun White in it this past year.
Deshaun. Yeah, Deshaun. So the position that Deshaun played, definitely uh, will experience that this year, as well as some strong safety what Bill played and a little bit of the dime when the package changed and things like that. So having an opportunity to be very versatile and showing that versatility within the game in those four different positions is kind of what the plan has been so far, and looking forward to that.
Yeah. Now, at Texas Tech or Wisconsin, did they have anything similar to the cheetah position like what Brent Venables is wanting to do?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not often because in the Big Ten, it's you don't get much 10 personnel and things like that to even be able to spread a guy out like that. But we did run a lot of nickel, and I played nickel a little bit that year. Um, but for the most part, yeah, I would say Tech also had the position like cheetah and things like that, but I didn't play it. I kind of stuck in the boundary and was change to that position right there. But for the most part, yeah, each all three defenses uh, have those positions and those opportunities.
Okay, okay, love to hear it. Now, in comparison to your time at Wisconsin and Texas Tech, and just the little time that you've been here at Oklahoma, how would you compare like the physicality and toughness and the practice and the workout? So, we haven't really had a large sample size yet to hear about kind of, uh, these new Oklahoma workouts and kind of what this new staff is doing. So, if you had to compare it to those other two schools, how would you compare the physicality and toughness in those practice and workouts?
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to even compare three different strength and conditioning styles. Um, it's I can't really say which one's harder or which one's more physical or more mentally ill and things like that. They all have their fair share of toughness and their fair share of uh, muscle building and just mentally building you in general. Uh, but yeah, I would say each of them have their uh, unique ways of how they did it, but they all were very effective, to be honest.
Yeah, so you talked about the strength and conditioning. Is Schmitty killing you yet? Has he put you on the Stairmaster?
No, I haven't been on a stairmaster yet. I actually lucky. It's funny. So and I got set up. It was crazy. So we had media day the other day, and we was kind of getting pressed to do it. Like as like newcomers and things like that. They was kind of like pushing us to do it and stuff like that. So of course, just doing my job and just getting to media and things like that. But my media day like overlapped my lift, so I was 10 minutes late to my lift because of media day. And when I got there, like it was me and Kendall Doby. We both had media day, and that was our lift time. So we both missed. So we went in there, and they kind of like we thought we was gonna get in there and live with everybody and be good just off missing 10 minutes. But he kind of shifted us towards the stairmaster, and luckily Kendall got in the indoor before me, so they put him on the stairmaster and just threw me on a bike. So I got blessed so far.
Man, talk about a setup.
It,
that is a setup as all get out.
yeah, no, and then when we got in there, it was Coach Dobson. He was just saying like, you guys got to communicate that with us to let us know, and you got to know what's more important and things like that. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, Coach, I understand that, but like they pushing us in this media and stuff like that. So it was definitely a ridiculous setup.
No, yeah, you got to tell the media members. You got to be like, listen, guys, I got 5 more minutes. I got to meet Schmitty. They know the drill. They know the drill.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So, so far, from anybody that you've worked out with, who's the strongest in the? I guess just on the team.
Strongest. Ooh, that is tough. I
Now,
don't
if
know.
it's you, you can say yourself. If it's you.
Nah, bench wise, yeah. I would say bench wise, I'm pretty strong. But hmm, I know Key and Woody, they squat a lot for what I know. And me and Bill are kind of like tight on like the bench. But it's kind of hard to say who. Kojo's pretty strong. Um, yeah, no, our lift groups is super spread out, and then like we're in the track gym, so you can't really see anything in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a tough question. I couldn't even give you like a set answer, to be honest.
I could see Woody being really strong
Yeah,
because I don't know if I don't know have you I don't know if you played in Norman when Woody's a starter, but they pull you guys up at the beginning of the game on the projected starter list and they like show a picture and you guys are doing something and Woody always does like a flex. I mean his bicep, I mean it is just huge, all muscle, so I could see him being strong.
yeah, yeah. I can give you like that answer at all.
Yeah. So, how do you feel like you're going to grow at Oklahoma over this next year? And then, like, what are your goals? Do you have aspirations to go play in the NFL, or do you kind of just want to take a shot at it and maybe finish your degree and kind of see where things go from there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I already graduated with my bachelor's, so right now I'm working on my master's. But yeah, no, I got plenty of goals, from personal to team goals, all that. Definitely with team goals, just making it to the Big 12 championship again and winning that, and eventually getting to the playoffs and have a natty run, things like that. So that's definitely a team goal that I aspire to happen. Personally, uh, just like last year when I was at Tech, I definitely wanted to get in the gym door run and win it, and also just having a complete breakout year from start to finish. No bad games, things like that. So I definitely have a lot of goals and aspirations that I need uh, to obtain and get to. But I would say the biggest goal that I would want is to win the Natty with my team.
Hey, Oklahoma fans love to hear that
Yeah,
because it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been since 2000 since we've won. Now we just haven't won it. So,
yeah,
hey, and I think actually, honestly, I think next year it's wide. I mean, this year, honestly, I thought outside of Georgia, like I think there could have been some teams that could have gave Georgia a run for their money, but I actually think this year's pretty wide open. I mean, Georgia just lost Todd Monken as their offensive coordinator. It's really hard to three-peat, right? I mean, I think it just from a strength and conditioning standpoint, even playing 15 games a year, uh, that's hard. It's hard on your body. And then you've got all the offseason work and prep. And even though they're young, and they retool, it's you don't see it. It's very uncommon. So I think this next year could be completely wide open. And I mean, if you saw what Lincoln Riley did with USC turning around in 1 year, who's to say Brent Venables can't do that in year two? So
no,
yeah, I definitely think it's a possibility. I mean, talking about Georgia, what were your thoughts on that national championship game with Georgia and
yeah,
TCU? From a player's perspective, do you think TCU belonged in that game?
no, no hate on TCU at all. They were a good team. Their defense is crazy, but just me playing them at Tech, it was I don't I didn't see it really. I kind of knew what was I didn't know it was gonna be that bad though, but I kind of knew that they didn't really stand a chance with that veteran team that played in a championship the year before together without losing a beat really. So that's kind of a hard team to compete with, and with them being young but also super talented. Like, yeah, no, I didn't think they had a chance, to be honest.
I thought maybe they would have had a little bit of a chance, but yeah, no, I was proved wrong pretty quickly. And you know what? TCU didn't help by giving us a little bit of hope when they scored that touchdown because I think they
Yeah,
gave people just a smidge of hope, and that was the wrong choice.
yeah, burn quick. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, is there like a specific player that you model your game after, whether they're still in college or the NFL?
Mm, it's tough. It's really tough. Um, hmm. I kind of like taking parts of my game from a lot of people. Uh, from just snagging parts from the greats, really. Troy, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, Sean Taylor, and like just recent, like our generation, the Tyrann Matthew, Jamal Adams, uh, Talanoa Hufanga, and like kind of like pulling a lot of their game and kind of like dipping into like what I plan to be and like just more aspirations for myself to get to.
So you're taking a lot from their games, trying to make it your own, trying to put your own spin on it, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Love that. Love that. So, when you walk out on the field every Saturday and you're working out throughout the weekdays, what is your biggest motivation? What drives you to go out there and be great?
Mm, to prove my supporters right for the most part, and basically not embarrass them. That's definitely been like my like personal like drive, but more like uh I want to say social drive would be just I would say just being the best. I always like I've never been a person that kind of like settled at all. I've never been complacent with anything, and uh I have my fair share of moments. I am human where I do kind of get relaxed and calm, things like that, and definitely go through the experiences to keep me pushing and things like that. But always just being the best me and being the best for those around me, and just making sure I shine to my brightest.
Love that. Love that. So, kind of shifting into some fun questions here.
Cool.
When you're in the gym and you're working out, what album are you listening to with no skips?
Um, recently,
Recently.
huh? I don't know if anybody know this, but that is a good question.
And if you take and if you say Taylor Swift, nobody's going
No,
to judge.
no, 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 no. I, so being from Detroit, like at first I hated like inner city music, but like ever since I left to go to college, like I always wanted to be like closest to home as possible. So I would say I've been listening to Skilla Baby's new album pretty much recently. If I'm not listening to that, I am listening to any album from Sada Baby or I Swear Vezo. So like these are all like local rappers, like from
Yeah.
where but
Well,
if
and
you
that's
wanna
cool
go
that you're listening to local rappers to kind of give you that feel from home.
oh yeah. But if we're talking mainstream, my favorite rapper of all time is J. Cole. So I'm
Oh, yeah, that yeah, I totally get why, yeah.
yeah. So look like mainstream, I'll say J. Cole. I listen to JID a lot. Um I am not a Drake fan whatsoever. I'm sorry. To anybody that's a Drake fan, I apologize. I
That's surprising because we've had a lot of people say Drake.
yeah, no, I can't. It bores me. I'm gonna be honest. Like he has great music. Nothing against him. He's a great artist. He's a icon of our era. But he's just not for me.
Nah, nah, no,
Uh,
listen, we're taking shots here. We're taking shots here. Drake's not that great. Hot take.
yeah, he's decent for sure. He's just super consistent and like he knows how to stay mainstream. Dude is nice. Like he's definitely nice, but he's just not my cup of tea. He's too
I don't
he's
know. Sometimes I question his music because
yeah,
like when he put out Hotline Bling, I was like, "What is
yeah,
this?" Like,
yeah, nah. Like that's not my type of music. Like my music is like when I listen to music, I need something that's gonna like lock me in completely, or it's just gonna get me on the softer side. Like my relaxing music is either Black or Six Lack, whatever you want to call him. And I've been listening to a lot of Holly music lately, Chloe Kai and J Boog and people like that. So
yeah, yeah, no. Um, Talking about something else. Pineapples on pizza. So this is the one that I normally start out the podcast with. Uh, do you think they belong together?
that,
Honestly, so far it's been a 50-50 split between everybody.
no, I've been thinking about that question this whole time since you like brought it. Yeah. Oh, that is disgusting. Whoever puts pineapple on pizza, you're a borderline serial killer. Like it's crazy. Like you can't have a savory sauce with a sweet fruit. And it's not like a fruit that like melts on the cheese, or it's not like you actually have to chew it. and it's a distinct difference between pineapples and pizza.
Yeah. No, I agree with you because it doesn't go like in my opinion, it doesn't go well with the cheese and that sauce. Like there's sometimes like things where sweet mix that is not something what that sweet mixes with,
Yeah,
unless you do more of like a Hawaiian style pizza, which I mean I'm not a fan of Hawaiian like that. So I mean I wouldn't personally eat it, but that's I think the only time that I think you could say like yes it works.
yeah, I don't know. That's a tall task for me. Just like ew, like I just can't even I can't even think about it because like mentally it just like it makes you think of like when you eat pineapples with your pizza, it like has like this soggy bread type feel. Like it's gross. And then they're cold. I mean, of course you can warm it up, but like a warmed up pineapple does not taste the same.
No, I 100% agree with you. I actually don't even like pineapple, so I know people might like jump on. I don't like pineapple actually, so that's kind of why I'm against it to begin with. Is I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, pineapple. I would say pineapple separately is one of my favorite is my favorite fruit between that and kiwi, to be honest.
Okay, see, I'm basic. I like the strawberry, and then it would be a banana. So I'm a pretty basic person when it comes to the fruit.
Right. Okay. Bananas is definitely good. Strawberries is cool too.
I like the bananas just because you eat them and it gives you a little bit of a boost of energy there, and
Hmm.
like it's something fast that you can grab, eat, go, get a little boost of energy.
Yeah, I'll
So
say the texture of banana is great.
yeah. So, well, hey, as we start to wrap up here, um, I actually have not asked this question in a while, so we're gonna break out this question again. And I know you're new to campus, so if
Mhm.
there's not one, if you don't know of a restaurant on campus, then we just make it a broader chain or maybe your favorite restaurant. But if you could
Mhm.
have an NIL deal with any food restaurant on campus, where would it be?
That is tough.
A lot of good restaurants up there.
Oh wow, that is that is messed up. Um, she's. I would say either between. I'm gonna be honest here. Either between Neighborhood Jam or Magic Noodle. I don't know if anybody knows about Magic Noodle, but it's fire. Like it's actually a solid like Asian cuisine place.
Okay, I have not heard of that. I've not heard of Magic Noodle, but Neighborhood Jam, that place is bomb. I'll eat there every day for breakfast.
Not literally, and then like they have lunch options as well. Their patty melt is crazy. The little sauce that they have next to it is is
I've
literally
only had breakfast there, so I'm gonna have to go and try their lunch. But
like
I've only ever
so
been
when
at
you
like 6, 7 o'clock. So
it's I think it should be on the breakfast menu as well, but it's the patty melt. Get the patty melt with the hash brown on the side. The patty melt has like the sauce that comes with it. It's undefeated. I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy.
all right, I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna do that because I'm listen. I'm a huge food guy. The reason why I have a spare tire that I am trying to lose before my wedding because I just enjoy food too much. But yeah, I will definitely have to go give that a try because I love the neighborhood jam. So now, have you been to Velvet Tacos over on Main Street?
Yeah, so I probably not. I haven't been to the one here, but I've been to the one that's in Lubbock. It's not that bad
Okay.
actually. I won't say I'm a huge fan of it because I'm like I grew up on like Mexican food, and it's like it gets old after a while. I would say it's definitely great, but I like tacos is like a once every like 2 weeks type thing for me.
I feel you on that
I
one.
would say I did.
I
Yeah, I had a burrito the other day from Chipotle. That was crazy, but it messed up my stomach the next day. So kind of kind of coasting from that right now.
yeah. Hey, listen, and having a messed up stomach while you're having to do a Schmitty workout probably not the thing that you want.
And it was a 6 a.m. workout. It did not go good.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm good. Listen, I see Jonah Laulu's Instagram story all the time. Those early morning workouts, and I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it because I could. There's no way. There's no way. I'd die.
yeah, yeah. No, it's I would say the very first one wasn't that bad because I was kind of like hyped up because like all right, bet first 6 a.m. workout. I'm just trying to get it over with. So I was kind of hyped, but like after that, once we kept doing it, it's like, bro, this is getting ridiculous. No sleep, like my body hurt, my eyes hurt. Like I just want to go back to sleep. But once it's done, like you kind of like you have those like 30-minute like sits at your locker, like literally just sit there and like do nothing. Probably like look at your phone for 30 minutes. But it's and it's I like early morning workouts because I got the rest of my day.
Okay. Yeah, and have you used the? Is it the? Is it an ice? It's the ice pool, right? Like it's pool. It's like ice cold, or is that the? Or
Oh
is that
yeah,
the hot tub?
it's basically a pool. It's a whole spot. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of water like that. Water, like
Okay.
cold water. Love water. I love water like completely, but I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of, like an ice tub at all.
S-
I'll get
But
in.
I've heard it's really good though for rejuvenation. Is right? As an athlete, it's good for your body to like hit that cold
Yeah,
water. Or
yeah. I would say I'm more of a cryo guy though. Like I don't. If I can get cold air, I'm cool with that.
And that's going to be a wrap for today's interview with Reggie Pearson. We were having some connection issues and he fell off. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. And we appreciate Reggie for coming on the show today. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like and the subscribe button. Listen, tell us what you guys think about these. If you guys like these interviews, you need to hit that subscribe button. You need to hit the like button because that is how we are able to continue to bring you guys great interviews. If there's questions that you guys want me to ask on these interviews, drop them down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. But until next time, Boomer Sooner.